What's up, guys? Do you guys ever get tired of people like always asking you to subscribe to their channel? Me too. Well, here, let me try this. Guys, for more first-person shooter news and reactions and a live show every Monday night, then to the channel and just all over that like button. Anyway, guys, if you would subscribe and like, I would love it a lot. We're going to keep covering first-person shooter news and reactions and content like this since 2042 is kind of just chilling over there. What I wanted to talk about today is actually a really big topic, and I think it's going to be a topic now and into the future, and that is NFTs in video games. And it goes right along with what happened over the last couple days with Dr. Disrespect's new game that he is starting to announce. There's starting to be some teasers, and no one's really talking about the game. I think I still am. We're going to talk about the good and the bad. I tried to educate myself on NFTs. That terminology, that acronym often brings out a lot of negativity, and the community hates it, and for good reason. We've been burned in the past for sure. There have been and are and will always be a bunch of scams out there, and I think it's important to educate yourself on what they are, what they mean, and how they affect us moving forward. And I tried to do that. I'm a boomer. I had no clue what it was. I still don't have a super clear understanding, and that's another reason I wanted to make this video. I wanted to take advantage of the smart, awesome community that we've created over here on YouTube. And you guys down in the comments, after I talk about some of the good, a little devil's advocate, talk about the bad, and kind of where I'm at on this whole thing in regards to Dr. Disrespect's game, then I want you to comment down below where you stand on it, why you are either for or more than likely against NFTs, and why you don't like them and don't think they belong in gaming. Because I'm still pretty on the fence. I like to keep an open mind, but there have definitely been some instances in the past and likely in the future where people have had some predatory practices towards consumers in regard to this. But in generally, not many people are talking about the actual game, which is more than likely going to be a battle royale. I'm kind of excited about it. It's codenamed Project Moon at this point, and it's the first game that I know of that sticks out to me that I could come up with off the top of my head that is in Unreal Engine 5. I don't think there are any other first-person shooters that are slated to come out or being actively developed in Unreal Engine 5. So this might actually look really cool, and we don't know how it's going to play. Hopefully the two-time can come up with some good ways to play. Now let's go ahead and talk about the good and the bad. If you guys didn't know though, this game they just came out and said it is going to have NFTs. You can go to the website and sign up and get a free one, and how they're doing that is in the form of it's called a Visor Cortex, but it almost looks like a player card. And when you sign up for these, you can get your first one free. You can go to the website and get a free one. And what it is a procedurally generated player card, essentially, that is unique to you, that you can actually transfer to a crypto wallet. It keeps a blockchain spot for you on the Polygon chain where it is yours. You own it. You can sell it after 30 days. And honestly, it seems a little weird to me, but let's go ahead and talk about it. If you go ahead and pay, so the first one you get's free. If you go for the spring for the $50 Founders Edition, you also get a little bit of say. I guess there's going to be voting and things on the development of the game. You get early access to the game as well as your own special limited run Visor Cortex or player card, I think. And there's some other things on there that I'm not 100% sure what they are or what they mean. So personally, I'm not throwing my money at something that I don't even know what it is. So let's go ahead, and I think that kind of sums up how NFTs are going to be incorporated into Project Moon, as it is being called so far. Some of the good things about it that I've seen, and this is just me doing my own research over the last couple of days and trying to wrap my head around this. And again, guys, please let me know what you think down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. You guys are likely much smarter than me, but anyways, the good, it gives you ownership of the DLC and content, so it is yours. You own it. You are able to sell it to someone else. It is like a blockchain that is yours, similar to crypto, that you can sell, so you own it, which I guess is pretty good. It allows you to transfer to other wallets, and this is specific to this game. I know Team 17 came out with some NFTs and Ubisoft, and they had to walk it back because of the negative reception. So it's been kind of hard to find the good things about NFTs, honestly, for this videos. But one of the things that might be good about it in this instance is that it is said to have zero effect on the game. It's only going to be cosmetics, and the game is going to be still free to play. Dr. Disrespect came right out and said, and it's also on their website, that this is going to be essentially no effect on the game and not pay to win. And it gives you unique identification in game, which is really cool, because sometimes, you know, you can either buy a skin that you think is really cool, or you can unlock one or beat one with a challenge and obtain that skin, and then you see somebody else with it and it doesn't seem as cool. So this is unique. It allows people, potentially people could make money on this. Generally when someone makes money, that means someone else is losing money, to an extent. But there would be a chance to have a marketplace and an economy where people could purchase and buy speculatively. They could buy and sell stuff, buy low, sell high kind of thing. And I guess that's a good thing. People would be able to make money. Then as far as the bad stuff goes, and admittedly, I did think of or come up with a lot more on the negative side of it. There are examples of scams from big creators. Logan Paul, Ice Poseidon, some of those guys have done some really scummy stuff, scamming people out of a lot of money. I also thought of maybe bots could buy up all of the NFTs, and just the same way they've done with GPUs and consoles over the last couple years. I could see that. And then if they have control of all the supply, then scalpers could manipulate the cost of them. I could see it being really kind of scummy if there are fees charged by the studio to transfer ownership. So think like CSGO skin gambling sites and stuff like that, where the people would take off some of the top money. Like every time you transfer something, you sell something, it's like you want to sell a skin to your friend, well then that company skims more off the top, so they're earning on that content as you go. I don't think that's very cool. I feel like development could go to the cosmetics more than the game, and it might affect the game experience negatively by, you know, if the studio's making more money off NFTs. I mean, there could be I could see instances of insider trading and things like that. And it just seems a little shady, but it could also degrade the gameplay if that's what they're focused on more of, instead of, you know, if they're focused on making cosmetics for NFTs rather than, you know, making more content for the game itself that everyone wants to try to enjoy. And it brings me to my kind of closing thoughts and how I encompass this all. On one hand, I'm like, well, it's just cosmetics. It's not going to affect the game. But then on the other hand, on the negative side, I'm like, why do we need a blockchain to do that? Why can't people have skins in game? And why does it have to be a blockchain with all those extra strings attached that come along with that? And I could see it easily becoming pay to win. Maybe not necessarily in this game. Hopefully they keep that in check as they have promised. But I just think NFTs in games, they could become pay to win, because let's face it, people do like to win, and they will pay for it. And I guess, as I would say with all this stuff, I mean, there's things in the game that we are not even 100% sure what comes with this founder pass, what you'll be able to vote on, and what some of the things mean. So I would just say, guys, be smart with your money. If it's something that you think might increase in value, well, then maybe that's something that you can do. But just make sure, if you're buying stuff like this, my boomer mentality is it has to be with money that you can stand to be without, because you might lose it. For me, for instance, in this case, I'm going to wait till the game's free to play. I'm going to check it out. I recommend everyone doing this too. If you guys don't like NFTs, definitely don't buy them. And I think that is the best way, is that collectively as gamers, we can speak with our wallets. And if we don't want these kind of extra shady type practices in our games, we don't partake in them. And then it might get the message across like it did with Team 17 and with Ubisoft. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think. Off the rip with this game, it doesn't seem like it's going to be an issue. It seems like the game's going to be free to play and you can play it without it. I think that's great. And if you want to opt into NFTs, if you want to play the game, if you want to try to make some money, with full well knowing you might lose some, you can do that. You don't have to, but you can. And I think that is, if they're gonna have NFTs, this is the best way to do it and make it completely optional. But guys, let me know what you think in the comments. I would love to know. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.